Hello, and welcome back to our ADHD 20 and the Adventures of Bud and Herb crossover adventure. We just left our adventurers in the fire elemental plane where they absconded with Tobandwheel, the elf, as a small ball of fire, and have made their way across the Cinder Expanse to Char Harbor, a large port city upon the scorched sea. So, as the four of you head into sort of these outer walls of Char Harbor, you see all kinds of creatures. You see large flaming fire elementals, some of them wearing packs or carrying or pushing carts. You see these fire newts, lizard folk turned fire elemental creatures moving about in the hustle and bustle of this sort of merchant hub. And you do see a few material plane individuals kind of coming and going. Most of them are with other elemental creatures of the fire plane. You don't see too many traversing like you all, where it's only material plane members. So you get a few weird looks, but there are a handful. There aren't too many of these people, but knowing that you are headed towards a planar rift that kind of connects the fire elemental plane with the material plane, this seems like a likely location for some of that comings and goings. And as you all kind of step within this city, the overwhelm of a new place, the heat somewhat diminishes as you step within the walls. It seems that there's some sort of magical force kind of limiting the oppressiveness of the Cinder Expanse and the elemental plane beyond, but it is still very hot. It is very uncomfortably hot, maybe more so to Bud and Herb than Moody and Snoopy, but it seems they have conditioned this for planar travelers.
Okay.
As you move about, kind of just flowing with the hustle and bustle, a cry cuts through the air. Mordecai? Matilda? Oh, I don't believe it! It is my lucky day! You all turn to see a palish blue tiefling approaching you all, coiffed head of hair with a long kind of ponytail, fine robes. And Moody and Snoopy, you recognize the figure of Barnabix Castigan, a classmate of yours from your days at the Solus Academy. Oh, what are the two of you doing in a place like this?
Does Barnabas have a virtue name that we know of, or does he go by Barnabas, his given name?
Barnabix, actually, with an X.
Sorry.
Classic twist, classic fantasy twist.
X is the twist.
Oh no, he goes fully by Barnabix.
Barnabix.
Yeah. Whether or not that's what you call him, maybe one thing or the other, but
Barnabas. Getting spicy.
He goes up and clasps hands with you, Moody, and Snoopy, and kind of shakes a little bit. What are you two doing here? I cannot believe this. This is excellent timing.
Fate has a funny way, doesn't it, Barnabix?
I suppose so.
Good to see you. These are our colleagues, Bud, Herb.
As if noticing the two of you for the first time. Hello, a pleasure, Barnabix Castigan.
Hey, man.
I went to
How'd you do?
school momentarily with these two.
Do I have fond memories of Barnabix?
I will let you tell me that.
Decide.
I'll tell you a bit what you know about Barnabix's character.
Yeah,
And however Moody feels. With that, you know Barnabix as a showman, as definitely more presence, more sort of charisma in the classroom and throughout the halls of the Solus Academy than
a bard.
kind of the effort.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy who would do excellent in a presentation, but didn't really do any of the work to get the class there. But then kind of doesn't
Took everyone's notes, compiled them.
doesn't claim the
Took the
credit,
glory,
but gets the credit because He's so charismatic. That's the character you know of Barnabas.
What are you doing here, Barnabas?
How
You're
funny,
as
that's exactly
surprised.
what I just asked you. Me, I am working on my thesis, of course. I'm sure you two have heard of it.
You are still working on your thesis after all these years.
Oh, it is a doozy. Yes, I have been pursuing many outlets, and I think I've landed on the perfect one.
Please share with us.
Well, my theory is that the Dracona Primordi have the power to break Papa free of his binds.
Papa?
Oh yes, my
That's
loving father.
That's Allison asking, not.
Go ahead and give me a history check, actually.
Yeah.
Moody and Snoopy, you both can make the check to see what
I don't
you know.
remember his father at all. I think Moody just basically, he was just too extra. Barnabas was just a little too extra for Moody, so he didn't really pay attention to any of his.
And it's a 13 for Snoopy.
13. You all don't know much about Barnabas's father outside of the name that is commonly
Mamordi.
passed around, or rather the title, the Ghost of the Nine Hells, is kind of... Barnabas hasn't spoken his name per se, but has definitely spread some whispers here and there of who his father is. You actually don't know a whole lot about this figure, even with your background. You just, which I think does also say something, and
Yeah.
per the title, maybe an elusive figure.
And how is the research going? I would love to hear all about it. Do you need an editor? Could I see your paper? Could I maybe take it, redline it just a little bit? Not too
Well,
much.
we are currently in the research phase.
That's exciting.
I'm sure you all kind of looking to Bud and Herb as well. Maybe, well, I'm sure you know about the Dracona Primordi, of course. I am here, kind of leans in conspiratorially, to collect the Ember Heart.
Does that ring any bells?
Go ahead and give me another history check. All of you can give me a history check on the Dracona Primordi.
That's a 14.
And I would say with all your books and stuff, go ahead and take advantage, Snoopy.
Okay. I rolled 2 14s for a total of 20. No, I'm sorry. I rolled a 14 and a 15. So 21.
Okay, 21. You know of the Dracona Primordi, also known as the Remnants.
The remnant.
Excuse me. So, Snoopy, you know of the Dracona Primordi are also known as the Remnants of the Primordial Dragons. These figures are rumored to be the only elemental, like true elemental dragons in all of history. Legend has it, these 4 true elemental dragons, the Great War kind of between the 4 of them, resulted in their deaths or departure of some sort from the planes, and the resulted in the subsequent forming of the elemental planes.
Okay.
So there was a dragon of fire, earth, wind, or air, and water. And the Ember Heart is the remnant
fire.
of the fire dragon. Emberaxius is the name that you recall.
Would Snoopy have any sense of like how long since it was last seen? If that's kind of the play here.
I would say you know that it is it is typically held within a place of prominence. You've read that it has kind of moved throughout the years to different kind of central hubs within this plane. And lastly, it was said to be within Spire,
Okay.
a fortress city that you all saw in the distance. It was said to kind of be housed there as a heart of a forge, a mighty forge there.
And have you been to Spire to see the Ember Heart?
Oh, this is the
Barnabas?
fun thing. So, word has it that it is currently being moved from Spire. Yes, it's actually, I believe, recently been loaded onto a specific vessel here in Char Harbor, and I don't exactly know where it's headed, but I do have a thought of how I can acquire it, with your help, of course. What do you all say? For the thesis.
Is that entirely legal?
I mean, what is legal in the elemental plane of fire, am I right?
It sounds fun to me.
But does that mean we gotta stay here longer? I mean, not that I'm not, honestly, the views are freaking spectacular, and I'm enjoying everything that my eyes are taking in.
Yes, he kind of steps into your frame of view.
But I'd kind of like to go home. I don't need another duck pomodoro recipe or whatever it is he's looking for.
Uh-huh.
Well, what does bring you all here? May I ask? If you're ready to go home.
I was an oops-a-daisy.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's rather
We were
vague.
just doing
were brought
very
here
classic saving the
our
world
will.
things you wouldn't
Yes.
be familiar or understand. You see.
Yeah, the
Excellent.
tavern we were in blew up and we were here.
Sounds fun.
Stopping a colossal fire titan from destroying the material plane. You know, just
Ooh.
an average.
Very
Yes,
Tuesday.
riveting stuff.
Very
So,
important.
what I'm hearing is you're wanting to head home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
We
good.
can't stand the heat, so we'd like to get out of
Yes,
Hell,
well,
get you-
the fire.
That's right.
in an attempt to avoid, as you said, legalities, part of my plan is to perhaps commandeer the vessel and sail it straight into the planar rift, sending us all back to the material plane.
Wait. So you're trying to steal this important artifact from the plane of fire where it belongs and take it out of here, is what you're saying.
Well, yes, my thesis requires me to acquire all 4 of the Dracona Primordi, so that
How
I
many you
can
got?
then free my papa from his binds and contractual obligations.
Wait, who's your papa again?
Yeah, who's your daddy?
Oh. The ghost.
He's kind of the ghost
Of the
of the
nine
nine
hells.
hells.
He's the ghost of the 9. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that
Ghost
mean?
is the goat of the 9 hells.
Ghost.
Greatest of all time.
They are not familiar with your
No.
father.
Oh, well, he's very important, but
Yeah, sorry, man. He's
he's
famous.
been a little
Okay.
out of the spotlight lately, and I'm just trying to change that and make a lovely thesis out of it. You know, just demonstrate the magic. No one has ever gathered the Dracona Primordi together.
Ah.
But I believe that the 4 of them together will have quite significant power.
Okay.
Would I have read anything about what would happen if the 4 Dracona Primordi would? And I'll make another roll. If
Yeah, go
that's
ahead and
what I need to do.
give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Big money, big money, big money. Not big money. 12.
12.
I'll give it a shot if I may.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Not a whole lot better.
You
That's-
lasted at Solus longer than I did, so.
That's 18. Well, that's not bad.
18.
That's
Good. That's
yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
I would say these are ancient artifacts that come up in history every now and then, but not a ton in the material plane. They are written about, theorized about. Some of them, like the Ember Heart, is the most well known or documented, I would say, and likely why Barnabas started here. Excuse me. Because it is often used in this plane for forging and creating artifacts and other sort of great things of great power. The other 3, you do know the names of them. There's Vomort's Fury, which is
I had that once.
Yeah.
Vomort. You know, is the Earth elemental dragon. There's the Claw of Hygros, the water elemental dragon, and there is Luxia Avalara, which is the remnant that is least known, I would say, is the most sort of elusive, and there's just more of an assumption that there is a fourth one, since there are the other three.
Snoopy is going to get Moody's eye and, like, kind of wiggle her eyebrows at Moody and then, like, jerk her head over at Barnabix.
Meaning, how can we help this fool with his mission, but then in the end,
And
use
also
the power for our own gain?
And also, do you want to read his mind and see what he's not telling us?
She's giving you the classic Snoopy
yes, of course.
sign, signaling.
Yeah, okay.
Put
yeah,
your mind
let me
on your
do
money.
Okay.
And your money
That.
on his mind.
Let me cast that sweet, sweet spell
Okay.
of detect thoughts.
As you cast that, I will answer your question initially, because I never did, of if you know what would happen if the four combined. There are theories and whatnot of the four meeting, and kind of different theories on what would happen. Some say a great cataclysm, but there's nothing definitive or really warranted, I guess. Legit.
I'm gonna kind of try and distract him,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
So I'll, so, and is the Ember Heart the first one you're going after?
It is. Clever.
How exciting to start with. Kind of adjacent to, I guess, our home plane, isn't it?
Well, technically, they are all adjacent to the home plane, but.
I'm in the
Oh,
fire, chiefly. Yeah,
That's. I feel like that's,
a little on the nose.
Yes, but the Nine Hells is very different from here. But a lot of people kind of equate them. I didn't see you as someone to equate the two, Snoopy. I will say I'm a little disappointed.
I just like to lean into the similarities where I can, and there are certain threads that connect them.
Yes, fair enough. There
don't
is
see them,
quite
that's-
a lot of fire between the two of that, as we honest. Have you ever been to the Nine Hells? Or maybe you're from the Abyss. I don't know. Whatever your origins are.
And she just kind of like glares at him for a minute.
Doesn't respond.
Doesn't respond.
Herb leans over
Am I
to
picking
Bud.
up anything that
As
he's
you're
putting down?
not responding, yes. So, surface thoughts are a lot of what he's already said. He seems to just be kind of speaking his mind of like, oh, I can't believe my luck. This is perfect. This is perfect. I just need to get them on the crew somehow, and that should be doable without too much hassle. And then all it is just bing, bang, boom, kill them dead, and not thinking of you. You get the sense of him thinking of the crew, kill them dead. Clarification from the DM. And then the five of us will be off. You get, I think, in those surface thoughts too, this level of excitement that you get a sense that he's been here a while, kind of scheming or trying to figure out how he was going to pull this off. And seeing you two, and that has become the four of you, feels like his best opportunity to do this.
And deeper.
Okay.
Deeper.
We must go deeper.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Okay.
again, Mordecai does not care.
All right, here we go. That's a natural 6.
Give it to me.
As you probe deeper into Barnabix's thoughts,
Ew.
the kind of surface thoughts, this charisma, this just face that he puts on, kind of peels away, and you get senses. There is excitement. There is a thrill of this being possible, but there is like this overwhelming sort of weight of like disappointing a father and not being enough and wanting to prove himself and just this is an opportunity. This is what he sees can be an outlet to do so. Go ahead and give me an insight check as well, actually, as you
Yeah. Can I find out who his father is?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
The insight is 17.
17. Okay. Papa, that he refers to, the ghost of the nine hells, you kind of in thinking about his father, you register that this entity's name is Gargouth, an archdevil of significant status. With insight of 17, you know that Barnabix, while he doesn't openly claim credit for, the things that he doesn't always do, you know that it is his nature, kind of how he moves through this world. And you imagine that you probably want to just keep an eye on him as far as claiming this, the Ember Heart, that he is going to find these 4 remnants of these primordial dragons. And, whether or not you care about that, he is in it for himself to gain these 4 artifacts.
While all this is going on, I want to peep old Toby and or Harry and see if I can gauge their reaction as they're listening to all this.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
You see Tobin has gone just silent since you've stepped into Char Harbor, and kind of looking at the sort of flaming sphere within the ladle, you see the soup ladle has started to glow like red hot, like it is. It's like moving up the handle a bit. It hasn't quite made it to the handle, but it seems to have reached an equilibrium where the end of the ladle is just burning hot. But you don't see the faces of either of these, of Tobin or Nardwilden.
Okay.
They both seem to be
Dormant.
incognito.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna lean into Bud. Hey Bud.
Yeah.
Question. First of all, what's a thesis?
Oh, it's like do you ever do a book report?
No, I didn't go to school.
Oh, well, gosh, how do you? It's just like it's like when you just write a bunch of stuff about something real boring. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question. This guy, he seems kind of mean, right? Like everything he's saying isn't really mean, but how he's saying it is kind of mean.
Oh, he's a total douche, I think.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was picking that up.
I'm with you.
We're not gonna help this guy, right?
I mean, it feels like a bad idea unless he can remember how to get us out of here.
Moody, help with the Snoopy, the soup ladle's on fire. Oh god,
Pass the torch.
I'll grab the ladle, and in doing so, I kind of turn my back to Barnabix and kind of turn to my companions, and I say, "It may behoove us, after all, to help this
What? For real?
helpless wonder." Yes.
This guy? Weedabix?
I was gonna say simp, but yes, continue.
His simp is a wonderful word.
Yeah,
to
I'm feeling
describe
that.
him.
Yeah, man.
He is-
4chan all the way.
He is playing with very dangerous magics that should not be tampered with.
Okay.
And his father
Okay.
is an incredibly powerful archdevil.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Wait, you want to help him?
We do not want him to succeed.
I just want to edit his paper.
Oh.
Is that a euphemism?
You are such a...
Okay.
You want to edit his paper, huh?
Mm.
we're
Excuse
picking
me,
it up.
the 4 of
I
you just
want
kind
you
of
to pull out
wandered
my
off a little bit there. Huh?
Yes, sorry. we had to
Yes?
discuss.
What do you say? You interested
kind
in
of
a
like-
little...
Wait,
Kind of look around to everybody.
But let me ask this. But my question is why? Cause like, can't we just like we came to Char Harbor to enjoy a little bit of cuisine and then get a ticket on one of these ships and just fly home, right?
Yep.
So I don't know you, and I'm not saying I don't like you, but like I kind of. You're getting
I
out.
don't
You're,
like
you're
him.
giving off a kind of a weird vibe, like you don't like us. So, like, why?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I am so sorry. I have a lot on my mind, and that was incredibly rude of me. Please forgive me. Remind me, your name again?
My name is Harb. But you don't need to apologize to me, but you might want to apologize to Snoopy, because I feel like you kind of were a little mean to her, and that's not very nice.
Oh, I am so sorry, Snoopy. I do owe you an apology. I can come off a bit rude sometimes. And, unfortunately, it is something I struggle with every day. But I'm trying, and I appreciate you calling me out. I
Listen.
can't roll my R's, but I like the way you did it.
Harb
Herb.
with a H and a B.
Ha.
Harb.
And a
listen, Weetabix. I think what Herb is trying to say is,
Oh, Barnabas.
what's in it for us?
That's
Yeah.
also going to be my
We're not,
question.
yeah, we're not gonna have to like do any murder, are we?
Oh, of
Right.
course not.
Another good question is, what does this entail? How dangerous is it? And
How much
And,
are
like,
we getting paid?
we- yeah, if we're risking our necks for the
Yes.
Ember Heart,
Yes.
then and all we're getting is a trip home. I don't know, man. I think you need to slice us a little bit of that fried gold. You know what I'm saying?
A little fried gold, I don't know what that means, but I will. Let me consider what I could give you in return. Of course, credit the thesis for a research credit. Yes, yes.
Pass, hard pass.
Are you sure
I mean,
this will
Snoopy's
be a
wants that.
legendary, magical sort of moment in history? And you wouldn't want your
Snooze.
name not to be there, would you?
I 100% pass for me.
I understand. Everybody has the different gold to grease the palms. Yes. I am quite wealthy as well. If
There, now
if
we're
money
talking.
is more like
There we go.
what you are looking for, my papa has left me with quite a sum.
Okay.
So let's call it 1,000 gold apiece. If you get me to the other side.
Oh,
Okay. Oh yeah, Snoopy says more.
oh,
So,
sure,
You
yeah,
got
more.
you got any magic items?
That's right. I need a platinum soup ladle because this one got busted.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me whoever wants to give me a persuasion check.
I'll
Can
definitely
take it
get it on
with
that.
advantage.
Yeah, I want to get a. Are we all rolling persuasion checks or just me?
I don't think.
I mean,
Moody cares
because
too much about this.
If
part
it's
of it.
if it's just me, it's a 25.
Come on.
25. Yes, just you at advantage. From the
That
help.
wasn't it. I rolled a 4 and an 18.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
25. He goes, I did always like you two. I'll tell you what. Make it 2,000 gold apiece.
And our name in the
And-
credits.
And credit, of course,
And-
Snoopy. I like the way you think.
I get to be the editor. And you have to consider all my notes.
Consider them. I am not required to take them, but they will be considered, of course. Credit as editor, and
A platinum soup ladle for Herb.
a platinum soup ladle that will come out of the 2,000 gold, but we'll make it happen.
Okay.
Okay, fine. It'll be an addition. That's going to be expensive, but that's okay.
I look over
Whatever
at
it takes.
I
Moody
deserve
and Bud to see if they're getting their wants and needs met.
Well,
Moody,
I
you've
still
been-
need to know one thing. Because we ain't heard, is this, like, dangerous? How dangerous?
Oh, extremely. We're in the
Okay.
elemental plane of fire, dealing with ancient artifacts that are rumored to be a little
Undoubtedly
volatile,
dangerous.
but incredibly powerful.
Okay. I think you misunderstood the question. I think maybe you thought that I was hoping that it would be very dangerous. But the contrary is actually true.
Well, you just look like a glutton for danger, I suppose.
I do?
Yes, you look like you're ready to rip and rascal.
I
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Look, Bud is a glutton for my liverwurst sandwich, but I don't know about danger.
Ooh, I would
Yeah,
love to
man.
try one of those.
If you're lucky, sir.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
here's the thing. He kind of pulls you off into like a side alley. Says, so
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a plan. There will be a little bit of skullduggery involved, but of course,
What did he say?
skullduggery, duggery.
Okay.
Okay, so we will board the vessel with a little persuasion on my end. I already have things lined up. I wasn't expecting 4 more people, but I can iron it out. No problem.
Okay.
However, once we are on the vessel, we will likely have to commandeer the ship. Whether we can stoke a mutiny or dispatch of those resistant to our wants, you know?
I'm already not liking step 1. Can't we just ask nicely?
Doubtful. In this case, no, absolutely not. Not that that's an ever not an option. You know what I
How many
mean?
people are on this ship?
Well, we will be taking 5 of the crew, so about half a dozen plus the captain.
Okay.
Well, couldn't we just steal the boat instead and let them all, like, go eat some sandwiches here?
Ooh.
That way we don't... Because I'd feel real bad about taking their boat and doing a murder. I don't feel like that's in the
Okay.
cards for me today.
I love this
boat
idea. A boat heist. Ah, ship
I'm on
heist.
board. Yes, I like that. We can just give them the wrong call time.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
we're off.
Okay.
The 4 of you
Why
are
do-
very clever.
Why do we need a boat anyway?
Yeah, that's a better question, actually.
Remember, that's how we have to get out of...
We must use it
Well, yes,
to
the-
escape.
That's why we came to the port city.
Ultimate goal was to commandeer the vessel and lead it to the planar rift in which we exit this.
Exit
But
the
we need to
memory.
get the heart
Fiery.
first, right?
Yes, the heart is upon the vessel we will be.
Oh,
Stealing.
okay. Sorry. I'm
It is
sorry.
being transported.
Oh, that's convenient.
Is being
Okay.
moved in transit. Yes,
So steal the boat and the heart in one fell swoop. Boom.
I love
That'd
this.
be
I hadn't considered this an option. I was planning to go myself and persuade the crew to mutiny, but with 5 of us, stealing a ship feels much more reasonable than one person navigating the scorched sea.
Can you
Oh.
operate the ship?
Can
That's
I
a good
operate the
question,
ship?
brother, yes.
Yes.
All right.
Insight
Okay.
check.
Give
That
me
was
an
a
insight
little
check.
too confident.
That's cocked. I'm gonna re-roll that. Okay, come on, man. 12.
Can probably operate the ship.
Okay.
Seems about 4 to me.
You know who can though? Old Toby.
Right. Can
Who's
I
that?
can I ask for a parlay with my party real quick? If you'll just
Oh,
scoop,
of course.
scoop,
If that's what you need. And
we'll put the
Yes,
ball
I'll
down
just
and
wait
walk
over
a
here.
little further away. What are we gonna do about old Toby? Because now are we gonna porque los dos or
Well-
Muddling the situations.
My
man.
thought was, we just... He can't hear us, right? He can't hear us.
no? We put him down and walk away.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
y'all
thought
stepped.
was...
stepped into
that-
like a little side alley.
Okay, great.
For privacy.
My thought was, as we are trying to go to the rift, we make it seem like we're going to take him, and then at the last second, well, we'll see if my ladle can handle it now, but I could just yeet him back onto the plane before we leave. You know, just throw him really hard. That way he can't follow us. He just like has to stay here because we just, toss him over the
what
boat.
if we? I mean, he's in a ball.
Yeah.
What if we just left him here on the street? What's he gonna do?
Right. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, he's not saying nothing, and we got a new
guess.
guy here. So,
That's true.
I mean, and he's not really offering anything better. Ooh, maybe we should ask him if he's got something better to offer. than
He might have
2,000
something
gold.
better to offer. I mean, he's already offering slightly better in that he is a very good karaoke partner. He's helping pass the time, but
Herb,
yeah,
Herb.
yeah,
We've got to
Yeah.
move on.
You were still acting like, oh, Toby is your friend, man.
he
He
was.
ain't your friend.
He was, and then I killed him, and I'm frankly, I'm glad that he's,
You're glad he's dead.
Well, now I'm glad he's like cool with the whole like murder thing.
Herb.
Yeah.
Herb. Moody will sing karaoke with you.
There you go. Yeah.
Moody
Mischief.
just gives her a very sharp look of incredulity.
Only you got to take the high parts, though. All right.
So, okay. So where did we land here? Are we gonna hedge our bets and see if old
think-
Smokey is gonna give us a better deal, or are we gonna go with the super douche?
Oh no!
Don't take
gonna
the
take-
first offer given. You
we're
always
gonna
have to
take-
shop around.
We're gonna take both deals.
Oh, okay.
How?
But
All right,
but wait,
speak more.
but Fireball ain't really offering us nothing except a way out of here, and he's gonna try to trick us at the end. So
Right. So we're going to go to him and say we're going to leave you here unless you can beat the offer that we have from our new compatriot.
okay, great. Okay, let's do it.
okay.
Ding dong.
March.
Anybody home?
You all are approaching the spoon, the ladle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you see Barnabas kind of just standing there, sort of just staring down at the ladle curiously. As the four of you approach.
I'll tell you what. As we're approaching too, I'll say, I'll tell you what. You guys negotiate, because that's not my strong suit. I'll keep this one occupied.
I like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, what have you?
Barnabas!
Ah, yes. Hello.
I'd like to pick your brain. Why don't you come over here? And I'll just sort of manhandle him a little bit away.
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna chat.
Okay.
Cutscene.
Yeah, I was not expecting. You don't have to imagine that it is the exact same conversation that Daryl and Herb have in the hole. There's a lot of questions about favorite color, favorite dessert.
Yeah.
As we cut back to the melon ball of flame, the three of you approach. You see little eyes kind of flicker open, then kind of look around, seeing that you all are in a discreet location. Kind of, the full face appears. Yes. Hello.
Listen, Toby.
Yes.
So, it's not you, it's us.
What does that mean?
It means we got a better offer, man. Or we're gonna see if you maybe want to offer, meet that offer or beat it. But we ran into an old acquaintance here, Snoop and Mood, and he's offered us a chunk of cash to get out of here. And what we realized is you're pretty much offering us jack shit. So,
I got you across the Cinder Expanse, did I not?
well, that's true.
Brought us to this place
Well,
against our will.
Also true.
is hard to
So
argue
that's a wash. So what we're wondering
You
is,
took years of friendship, trust,
also
and
true.
you crushed it in your hands,
Yeah.
threw it upon the ground and stomped it
well,
with your feet. You spat upon our love.
I standing behind Moody, I'm gonna thaumaturgy just like some rumbling and groaning and just like some horrible sound effects to make this very moody monologue even moodier. I'm gonna cast shadows over his face and just really try and like amp up the drama here.
right. Look, I understand. I did a bad thing. Yes.
Uh-huh.
But I can help. I can help you. We can We can go back to how it was. I can get you
What?
out of this place.
Yeah, but this guy's offering us that too. So you need to like sweeten the
But
And
I've
a
got
platinum
friends
suit.
in this city that could get you a better ship, perhaps. What's the deal? What am I competing with?
well,
That is for us to know and for you to find out.
we need at least $2,000 of gold per person per head.
Done.
You don't have that.
You don't know. If we get back to the material plane, I have
It is
plenty of
true,
gold
we
in
don't
hiding.
know you.
If you had so much gold, why were you running some shitty tavern, man? This is some bullshit.
I wasn't. I was just the greeter at the tavern. Agatha
You're just
was
a
the
Walmart greeter?
Agatha ran the tavern. You knew her.
And she's fucking dead, man, because you killed her.
Well, not exactly dead. Her matter and soul were just rendered into the ritual.
Yeah, I think we're leaving you on the side of the road, bro.
Wait,
I just want to place him down, like facing a wall. I don't.
Blair Witch's ass.
Yeah, just put baby in a corner. I don't know if his head can swivel.
Can we put a bucket on top of him?
Yeah.
you place Tobin Wheel facing the wall, and you see almost like Professor Quirrell and Voldemort. The Herald's head pops up on the other
Harry.
side. She's like, "Return to us immediately. You will help us usher in a new era. Get back here!" As you all just walk
Walk
off as the voice is shouting, kind of fades away from this alley.
Is that not the saddest supervillain y'all have ever met? They like, seriously, they need like a project manager or something. They just have no clue about what's going on in their own plans.
And like, who comes up with a lame ass name like Old Toby? And like, come on.
I know, man. Seriously.
Can we destroy them?
Just
Our
leave him, man.
material
It's probably worse.
Components.
Probably more insulting to just leave his ass in the road.
I've told you 3 times now, my favorite color is periwinkle.
I don't know what that means. What's a periwinkle? Is that some kind of exotic fruit?
Hello, Barnabix. Are we ready to go board your ship?
Yes,
Not
you have
another
won.
euphemism. To be clear.
No.
Lovely. Okay, shall we? You follow Barnabix as he moves through Char Harbor, leading you all to the docks, to the ports. And you see, as he kind of ducks behind a remote structure, points out a vessel. That's our quarry. You see emblazoned upon this metal vessel the name of the ship, Flarebreaker. She's a fast one, so we'll be able to get out of the harbor quickly. We just need to put together our plan. And that's
All right.
where we'll pick up.
We don't have a door to get through. We have a ship to board.
Love just leaving Toby in a corner.
Ship to board.
Oh, that is amazing.
That's not the best defeat of a supervillain.
Later.